People who are powerless to help one cannot hurt one by withholding their support. This statement suggests that the impact of someone's actions or inaction depends on the power they hold relative to a situation. If a person lacks the power or resources to provide meaningful support, their refusal to do so also cannot cause harm. This perspective implies that power dynamics determine whether someone's choices, whether supportive or unsupportive, are consequential. However, one could argue that emotional support, encouragement, or solidarity from even the seemingly powerless can still have a significant impact on one's well-being. Power isn't always material or hierarchical. It can also manifest in emotional, moral, or social forms.
Òwe àti ìtumọ̀ tòní. Kìnìún ò ní ṣàgbákò ẹkùn. The stronger person has nothing to fear from the weaker. Ẹni tí ó lágbára kò ní nǹkan kan láti bẹ̀rù láti ọ̀dọ̀ ẹni tí kò lágbára. Kìnìún ò ní ṣàgbákò ẹkùn.
Seeing through our minds means developing a deeper awareness, going beyond mere surface perception to truly understand situations, people, and ourselves. Here are ways to develop this insight. 1. Practice mindfulness. Train yourself to be present in the moment without judgment. Mindfulness can help you observe thoughts and emotions clearly, helping you distinguish between facts and assumptions. 2. Challenge your assumptions. Notice automatic thoughts and beliefs. Questioning them regularly helps you avoid jumping to conclusions and see things as they truly are, rather than as you assume them to be. 3. Reflect regularly. Spend time reflecting on experiences, relationships, and reactions. This practice can uncover hidden motivations, patterns, or biases that might cloud your perception. 4. Cultivate empathy. Empathy allows you to step into others' perspectives, understanding their emotions and motivations. By empathizing, you can see situations from multiple viewpoints, broadening your understanding. 5. Learn to embrace uncertainty. Embracing that you don't know everything frees your mind from rigid thinking. Being open to uncertainty allows you to see possibilities beyond your current beliefs. 6. Seek diverse perspectives. Expose yourself to different ideas, cultures, and philosophies. Reading diverse viewpoints and listening to people with different backgrounds helps you develop a well-rounded understanding. 7. Stay curious and ask questions. Curiosity keeps the mind active and alert. Ask open-ended questions about situations and people around you to gain a more comprehensive view. 8. Strengthen intuition. Pay attention to your gut feelings and inner responses. Intuition is often the mind's way of processing complex information quickly, providing insight that may not be immediately visible. 9. Meditate regularly. Meditation helps clear mental clutter, allowing you to approach thoughts and situations with clarity and calmness. A quiet mind can see through distractions and focus on what matters. 10. Focus on growth and learning. Adopting a growth mindset helps you remain open to new ideas, experiences, and feedback. This openness is key to seeing beyond limits and continuously expanding your vision. Seeing through the mind requires patience and practice, but with consistent effort, it can help you live with more understanding, empathy, and clarity. It's about developing a mindset that's receptive to truth, change, and deeper insight.
Òwe àti ìtumọ̀ tòní. Kí ni ọmọ ẹyẹ ó ṣe fún ìyá rẹ̀ ju kó dàgbà kó fò lọ? People who are powerless to help one cannot hurt one by withholding their support. Ènìyàn tí kò lágbára láti ran ẹlòmíràn lọ́wọ́ kò lè ṣe ìpalára kankan nípa dídádúró àtìlẹ́yìn rẹ̀. Kí ni ọmọ ẹyẹ ó ṣe fún ìyá rẹ̀ ju kó dàgbà kó fò lọ? Òwe àti ìtumọ̀ tòní. Kí ni ọmọ ẹyẹ ó ṣe fún ìyá rẹ̀ ju kó dàgbà kó fò lọ? People who are powerless to help one cannot hurt one by withholding their support. Ènìyàn tí kò lágbára láti ran ẹlòmíràn lọ́wọ́ kò lè ṣe ìpalára kankan nípa dídádúró àtìlẹ́yìn rẹ̀. Kí ni ọmọ ẹyẹ ó ṣe fún ìyá rẹ̀ ju kó dàgbà kó fò lọ?
Inconspicuous and imperceptible problems in time become huge disasters. This statement highlights an essential truth. Seemingly small or unnoticed issues can snowball into significant crises if left unaddressed. This principle is relevant across many areas of life, such as personal relationships, health, societal issues, and organizational management. Here are some examples and insights. 1. Personal health. Inconspicuous issue. Ignoring minor symptoms or unhealthy habits. Potential disaster. Chronic diseases, like heart conditions or diabetes, developing unnoticed over time. Lesson. Regular checkups and proactive self-care can prevent major health crises. 2. Relationships. Inconspicuous issue. Small misunderstandings or lack of communication. Potential disaster. Over time, these minor issues can lead to estrangement or breakdown of relationships. Lesson. Addressing concerns early and fostering open communication helps maintain strong connections. 3. Societal problems. Inconspicuous issue. Ignoring subtle signs of inequality or environmental degradation. Potential disaster. Social unrest, climate crises, or systemic collapse. Lesson. Early intervention and policy adjustments are crucial to prevent widespread impacts. 4. Business and organizations. Inconspicuous issue. Overlooking small inefficiencies or minor employee dissatisfaction. Potential disaster, financial losses, reduced morale, or organizational failure. Lesson. Constant monitoring and adaptive strategies can prevent such outcomes. 5. Nature and environment. Inconspicuous issue, slow deforestation, pollution, or biodiversity loss. Potential disaster, climate change, species extinction, and ecosystem collapse. Lesson. Long-term sustainability requires early recognition and action. How to mitigate this principle. Awareness. Train yourself to notice subtle patterns or changes. Proactivity. Act on problems when they are small. Resilience. Build systems that can adapt and respond quickly to challenges. Regular assessment. Continuously evaluate processes, relationships, or systems to detect hidden issues. This idea ties into the proverb, "A stitch in time saves 9." Emphasizing that early action can save significant effort later.
What suffices in one situation may not be applicable in another. The phrase "what suffices in one situation may not be applicable in another" highlights the importance of context and adaptability when addressing various circumstances. Here are a few elaborations on this concept. 1. Contextual decision-making in problem-solving. A strategy that works well in one scenario, for example, a business model that succeeds in a particular market, may fail in a different environment due to cultural, economic, or social differences. Understanding the context is crucial for making informed decisions. 2. Personal relationships. Communication styles that are effective in one relationship, for example, directness in a friendship might be inappropriate in another, for example, sensitivity in a professional setting. Tailoring your approach based on the dynamics of each relationship is essential. 3. Learning and education. Teaching methods that resonate with one group of students may not engage another group effectively. Different learning styles and backgrounds require educators to adapt their techniques to meet diverse needs. 4. Health and wellness. A fitness regimen might work well for one individual, but may not be suitable for someone else due to different health conditions, goals, or lifestyles. Personalization is key in health-related endeavors. 5. Crisis management. The approach taken in one crisis, for example, a natural disaster, might not be applicable in another, for example, a financial crisis. Each situation demands specific strategies and resources tailored to its unique challenges. In summary, recognizing that effectiveness often hinges on context allows for more nuanced and appropriate responses across various areas of life. This adaptability is vital for success and understanding in our interactions and engagements.
Benefits of positive thinking. Positive thinking is a powerful mindset that involves maintaining an optimistic and constructive attitude toward life. It doesn't mean ignoring difficulties or challenges. Rather, it emphasizes focusing on the good in any situation and harnessing that perspective to foster resilience and growth. Here are some benefits of positive thinking. 1. Improved mental health. A positive mindset can reduce stress, anxiety, and depression. It promotes emotional well-being and can help you cope with life's challenges. 2. Enhanced physical health. Studies suggest that positive thinkers may have stronger immune systems, lower rates of chronic disease, and better cardiovascular health. 3. Better relationships. A positive attitude can lead to better communication and relationship building, attracting supportive and uplifting people into your life. 4. Increased resilience. Maintaining a positive outlook helps you face challenges with a proactive attitude, making it easier to overcome adversity.
Trust in your arms rather than in your charms. The phrase "one should trust in one's arms rather than in one's charms" suggests that relying on strength, skills, or personal capability is more dependable than relying on attractiveness or superficial qualities. This emphasizes the importance of hard work, competence, and resilience over relying solely on one's looks or charisma to navigate life's challenges. In a broader context, this saying can encourage individuals to develop their abilities and cultivate a strong sense of self-reliance. It suggests that while charm and charisma can open doors, it is ultimately one's actions, determination, and resilience that lead to lasting success and fulfillment. This perspective can be empowering, particularly in competitive environments or challenging situations where inner strength and capability are tested. Do not attempt what you cannot accomplish. The saying, "do not attempt what you know you cannot accomplish," serves as a caution against overextending oneself or taking on challenges that are beyond one's current abilities. This principle emphasizes the importance of self-awareness, realistic goal setting, and understanding one's limitations. There are several key ideas inherent in this philosophy. 1. Self-awareness. Recognizing your strengths and weaknesses is crucial. Knowing what you are capable of allows you to make informed decisions about which challenges to take on. 2. Realistic goal setting. Setting achievable goals helps maintain motivation and prevents frustration. Rather than aiming for what is out of reach, breaking down larger objectives into smaller, manageable tasks can lead to success over time. 3. Risk management. Taking on challenges that are too ambitious can lead to failure, which might discourage future attempts. It's important to know when to push your limits and when to reassess your goals. 4. Growth mindset. While the saying advises caution, it is also essential to recognize that growth often comes from stepping outside your comfort zone. The key is to find a balance between challenging yourself and recognizing when a goal is unrealistic. 5. Learning from experience. Attempting difficult tasks can provide valuable learning experiences, even if success isn't guaranteed. However, it's important to choose challenges that offer growth opportunities without posing significant risk to your well-being or resources. In essence, while it's important to challenge yourself and strive for growth, understanding your limitations and making informed choices about what to pursue can lead to a more fulfilling and successful journey. Clarity of vision can have multiple interpretations. depending on the context in which it is used. Here are a few common meanings. 1. Personal clarity. In a personal development context, clarity of vision refers to a clear understanding of one's goals, values, and purpose. It involves having a well-defined sense of direction in life or in specific projects. This clarity can help individuals make informed decisions and stay focused on their priorities. 2. Business and leadership. In a business environment, clarity of vision is crucial for effective leadership. It means that a leader has a clear understanding of the organization's goals and can communicate that vision convincingly to stakeholders. This clarity can foster alignment within teams, driving collective efforts towards common objectives. 3. Strategic planning for organizations. Clarity of vision is often articulated in mission statements or strategic plans. It provides a framework for decision-making and prioritization, helping to ensure that all efforts are aligned with long-term goals. 4. Mental and emotional clarity. In a more abstract sense, clarity of vision can refer to mental clarity, where an individual has a straightforward understanding of their thoughts, feelings, and situational context. This can enhance problem-solving and emotional intelligence. To achieve clarity of vision in any context, one might consider methods such as reflection, setting specific goals, seeking feedback, and regularly revisiting and adjusting their vision as needed. The destinies of certain people defy manipulation by adversaries. The idea that certain people have destinies that cannot be easily altered or manipulated by adversaries touches on themes of resilience, determination, and perhaps a sense of destiny or fate. This notion suggests that no matter the external circumstances or challenges posed by others, some individuals possess an intrinsic strength or purpose that guides their lives in a meaningful direction. This could be seen in various contexts, whether in literature, history, or personal narratives. For example, 1. Historical figures. Many leaders and activists have faced significant opposition yet managed to forge impactful legacies. Figures like Nelson Mandela or Martin Luther King Jr. faced adversities that could have easily derailed lesser individuals, yet their unwavering commitment to their ideals ultimately shaped their destinies. 2. Literary archetypes. In literature, characters like Odysseus in the Odyssey or Frodo Baggins in The Lord of the Rings exemplify the hero's journey, where their destinies are shaped by their choices, courage, and perseverance in the face of adversaries. 3. Personal stories. Everyday individuals often demonstrate that resilience can help them overcome hardships and opposition. Stories of personal triumph against the odds highlight the human spirit's capacity to transcend obstacles and fulfill one's potential. Overall, the concept resonates with the idea that while adversaries may seek to impose their will, there are deeper forces, be they personal resolve, a sense of purpose, or even fate that can steer certain individuals towards their true paths, regardless of the challenges they face.
Is raw talent or native genius enough? The idea that native genius needs no external cultivation highlights the belief that innate talent, or natural brilliance, can thrive independently of external influences or formal training. It suggests that true genius is self-sufficient, capable of manifesting and flourishing on its own. However, while raw talent is powerful, many would argue that nurturing, experience, and learning can refine and amplify it, allowing its fullest potential to emerge. This creates an interesting philosophical debate. Is raw talent enough? Or does greatness require both innate ability and external cultivation? Excuses and discipline. 1. Excuses make today easy, but they make tomorrow hard. This statement captures a profound truth about accountability and discipline. By making excuses, we avoid immediate effort, discomfort, or responsibility, which might make today feel easier. However, this avoidance often leads to compounded challenges, missed opportunities, or regret in the future, making tomorrow much harder to face. It's a reminder of the importance of taking action and facing challenges head-on, even when it's difficult, to build a better future. 2. Discipline makes today hard, but it makes tomorrow easy. This statement emphasizes the transformative power of discipline. By embracing challenges, discomfort, and consistent effort today, you pave the way for a smoother and more rewarding future. Discipline demands sacrifice in the present, but yields long-term benefits, such as growth, success, and freedom from future struggles. It serves as a motivational reminder that the hardships of today are investments in a better tomorrow.
Reality is created in the mind. Reality is created in the mind reflects the idea that our thoughts, beliefs, and perceptions shape how we experience the world. While the physical world exists independently, our interpretation of our reality is deeply influenced by our mental state. This concept is rooted in various disciplines. One philosophy, idealists like George Berkeley, argued that reality is fundamentally mental, existing as perceptions in the mind. To psychology, cognitive theories suggest that thoughts and attitudes influence emotions and behaviors, effectively shaping one's experience of reality. 3. Neuroscience. The brain constructs our sensory experience of the world, meaning what we see or feel is a mental representation, not the world itself. 4. Spirituality. Practices like mindfulness and visualization emphasize how focusing the mind can transform one's reality. This idea encourages mindfulness of our thoughts, as they have the power to create uplifting or limiting experiences.
Be silent in 2 ways. 1. When someone can't understand your feelings through your words. This passage beautifully captures the complexity of communication and emotional understanding. It highlights the contrast between those who struggle to grasp our feelings through our spoken words and those who intuitively understand us without the need for words at all. In situations where words fail to convey the depth of our emotions, silence can serve as a powerful alternative, allowing space for reflection and understanding. Conversely, the presence of someone who can empathize with us on a deeper, more instinctual level signifies a profound connection, a bond that transcends the limitations of language. 2. When someone can understand everything without any words. This phrase captures the profound connection that can exist between individuals, where words become unnecessary, because understanding transcends verbal communication. In such moments, silence can be powerful, creating a space for shared emotions and unspoken thoughts. When someone knows you well enough to grasp your feelings and intentions without explanation, it signifies a deep level of empathy and trust. In these instances, silence can serve as an intimate acknowledgement of that bond of space, where feelings are felt rather than articulated, and where the essence of understanding thrives. This silence can be filled with comfort, mutual respect, or even joy, allowing both individuals to simply be present with one another. Some of the most meaningful connections happen when we don't need to explain ourselves. We just know. The power in letting go and the strength in holding on. That statement captures a profound truth about balance in life. Letting go can be an act of courage and acceptance, freeing us from past burdens, toxic relationships, or unachievable expectations. It allows for growth, healing, and the opportunity to embrace new possibilities. On the other hand, holding on signifies resilience and commitment. It shows strength in maintaining connections, pursuing goals, or protecting values that are important to us. It's about standing firm in the face of challenges and not giving up easily. The key often lies in knowing when to let go and when to hold on. This balance can vary from person to person and situation to situation. It requires self-awareness, intuition, and sometimes courage to make the right choice. In many ways, life is about navigating this delicate interplay between release and persistence. What do you think resonates more with you right now? The power of letting go, or the strength in holding on?
Comparison and judging. That's a powerful reminder of the importance of compassion and understanding in our interactions with others. Comparing ourselves to others can often lead to feelings of inadequacy, jealousy, or frustration, as we may not see the full picture of what someone else is experiencing. Everyone has their own unique struggles, triumphs, and paths shaped by their individual circumstances. Judging others without knowing their stories can create divisions and misunderstandings, preventing us from building meaningful connections. Each person's journey is influenced by their background, experiences, and challenges, which are not always visible from the outside. Instead of comparison and judgment, approaching life with empathy allows us to appreciate the diversity of experiences that shape who we are. It opens the door to learning from one another and fostering a sense of community. In this way, we can support each other, celebrating our differences and finding strength in our shared humanity.
You are in charge of your happiness. Absolutely. This statement underscores the fundamental truth that our happiness ultimately comes from within. While external factors such as relationships, achievements, and circumstances can influence our mood and feelings, it's our perspective and mindset that truly determine how we experience life. Owning our happiness means recognizing that we have the power to shape our thoughts, reactions, and choices. It encourages us to take responsibility for our well-being instead of relying on others or external circumstances to fulfill us. This can be empowering, as it shifts the focus from what we lack to what we can create in our lives. Cultivating happiness often involves practices like self-care, gratitude, mindfulness, and pursuing passions that resonate with us. It may also require setting boundaries, letting go of negative influences, and surrounding ourselves with supportive and uplifting people. Ultimately, embracing the idea that we are in charge of our own happiness allows us to be proactive about our mental and emotional health, leading to a more fulfilling and joyful life. What are some ways you find happiness or prioritize your well-being? The lazy person has himself to blame. The phrase "the lazy person has himself to blame," not his destiny, highlights the idea that individual effort and personal responsibility play crucial roles in achieving success and fulfillment. It suggests that one's outcomes in life are often a direct result of personal choices and actions rather than being predetermined by fate or external circumstances. This perspective encourages accountability, emphasizing that while external factors can influence our lives, it is ultimately our diligence, perseverance, and willingness to act that determine our path. Those who adopt a lazy attitude may find themselves facing challenges or missed opportunities, reinforcing the idea that effort is necessary for progress. This concept can serve as a motivational reminder that taking action and striving for improvement is within our control, regardless of the circumstances we face. It suggests that by cultivating a strong work ethic and a proactive mindset, individuals can shape their own destinies and overcome obstacles, rather than attributing their situation solely to fate.
Personal responsibility and laziness. The phrase "one wishes for good gifts from God, not just any sort of leavings," expresses a deep yearning for meaningful blessings and abundant, purposeful gifts in life, rather than settling for what might be considered leftovers or mere scraps. It highlights the human desire for quality, fulfillment, and grace, suggesting that people seek not just material wealth or superficial pleasures, but rather profound and enriching experiences that contribute to their well-being and spiritual growth. This sentiment can be interpreted in various ways. 1. Spiritual aspirations. It emphasizes the importance of seeking higher, more meaningful experiences in life, whether in relationships, personal achievements, or spiritual fulfillment. It encourages individuals to aspire towards cultivating goodness and richness in their lives, akin to divine blessings. 2. Quality over quantity. The phrase underlines the value of quality in the gifts and experiences one pursues, instead of chasing after material possessions or transient pleasures that offer little depth. One should strive for those gifts that nourish the soul and bring true joy. 3. A hopeful outlook. It reflects a sense of hope and faith in the possibility of receiving the best from life. This can inspire a positive outlook, urging people to remain open to divine grace and the potential for extraordinary experiences. In essence, the statement calls for a more intentional approach to life, where individuals seek out and appreciate the good and meaningful gifts that can enrich their existence, rather than settling for less significant or less fulfilling options.
Reality is created in the mind. Reality is created in the mind reflects the idea that our thoughts, beliefs, and perceptions shape how we experience the world. While the physical world exists independently, our interpretation of our reality is deeply influenced by our mental state. This concept is rooted in various disciplines. One philosophy, idealists like George Berkeley, argued that reality is fundamentally mental, existing as perceptions in the mind. To psychology, cognitive theories suggest that thoughts and attitudes influence emotions and behaviors, effectively shaping one's experience of reality. 3. Neuroscience. The brain constructs our sensory experience of the world, meaning what we see or feel is a mental representation, not the world itself. 4. Spirituality. Practices like mindfulness and visualization emphasize how focusing the mind can transform one's reality. This idea encourages mindfulness of our thoughts, as they have the power to create uplifting or limiting experiences.
Self-initiative and success. The phrase, "the world moves for the man that moves himself," suggests that individuals who take initiative and act decisively are more likely to see progress and opportunity in their lives. It implies a strong connection between personal agency and the ability to effect change in one's circumstances. This idea is often echoed in various motivational and philosophical contexts, highlighting the importance of self-motivation and proactive behavior, whether in personal development, career advancement, or achieving goals. The message is clear: taking action and moving forward can lead to greater possibilities and influence over one's life and environment.
People ruin beautiful things. That's a poignant observation. The idea that people can ruin beautiful things can apply in various contexts, whether it's in nature, relationships, art, or even societal ideals. Human actions can lead to degradation or destruction, whether intentionally or unintentionally. For example, pollution can mar natural landscapes, greed can tarnish relationships, and carelessness can damage artistic works. It's a reminder of the fragility of beauty and the responsibility we have to protect and preserve it. On a more optimistic note, it's also worth acknowledging that people can create beauty and foster positive change. With intentional effort, people can also restore and nurture the beautiful things that might have been neglected or harmed. Balancing these perspectives can help us appreciate both the vulnerability and resilience of beauty in the world.
Trust the journey, both good and bad. Trust the journey, both good and bad, is a powerful mindset that encourages acceptance and growth throughout life's ups and downs. It suggests that every experience, whether positive or negative, contributes to our personal development and understanding of the world. 1. Embracing challenges. Difficult times can teach us valuable lessons, build resilience, and help us discover our strengths. Trusting that these experiences are part of a larger narrative can provide comfort in the face of adversity. 2. Appreciating joy. Celebrating the good moments is just as important. Recognizing and savoring the positive experiences can foster gratitude and motivate us to keep moving forward even when times are tough. 3. Life's uncertainty. Life is inherently unpredictable, and trusting the journey means accepting that we cannot control everything. This acceptance allows us to be more present and to navigate change with grace. 4. Personal growth. Every twist and turn in our journey shapes who we are. Trusting in this process encourages us to stay open to new opportunities and perspectives. 5. Finding meaning. In hindsight, many people find that the challenging experiences often lead to significant personal growth or new directions in their lives. Trusting the journey can help us recognize that even when things seem bleak, there may be purpose or meaning emerging from the struggle. Ultimately, this mindset encourages a holistic view of life, recognizing that both joy and pain are integral to our stories. Trusting the journey invites us to be patient with ourselves and to remain hopeful about the possibilities that lie ahead.
Òwe àti ìtumọ̀ tòní. N ó lọ lobìnrin fi ń dẹ́rù ba ọkùnrin. Bó o lè lọ o lọ lọkùnrin fi ń dẹ́rù ba obìnrin. Every person in a relationship has something he or she can hold over the others. Gbogbo ènìyàn tí ó wà nínú àjọṣepọ̀ tàbí ìbáṣepọ̀ ni ó ní ohun kan tàbí òmíràn gẹ́gẹ́ bí agbára tí ó lè lò lórí àwọn mìíràn. N ó lọ lobìnrin fi ń dẹ́rù ba ọkùnrin. Bó o lè lọ o lọ lọkùnrin fi ń dẹ́rù ba obìnrin. Òwe àti ìtumọ̀ tòní. kò báà kúrú, kò báà parí, gbèsè ò sí, ẹ̀sín ò sí, onígbèsè ló lè fini ṣẹ̀sín. However much one may be devoid of accomplishments, as long as one stays out of debt, one's dignity is intact. Bí ó ti wù kí ènìyàn jẹ́ aláìṣeéṣe tó, níwọ̀n ìgbà tí ènìyàn kò bá sí nínú gbèsè tàbí jẹ gbèsè, iyì ẹni kò ṣí. Kò báà kúrú, kò báà parí, gbèsè ò sí, ẹ̀sín ò sí, onígbèsè ló lè fini ṣẹ̀sín.
Choosing supportive friends. Choosing friends wisely is crucial for personal growth and well-being. Here are some key points to consider when selecting friends. 1. Shared values. Surround yourself with people who share your core values and beliefs. This creates a natural bond and a strong foundation for your friendship. 2. Supportive attitude. Choose friends who uplift and encourage you. Positive reinforcement can help you pursue your goals and navigate challenges. 3. Honesty and trust. Good friends should be trustworthy and honest. A foundation of open communication fosters deeper connections. 4. Respect for differences. While shared values are important, having friends who respect your differences and can engage in constructive dialogues enriches your perspective. 5. Growth mindset. Friends who are committed to personal growth and self-improvement inspire you to pursue your own development. 6. Mutual respect. Seek friendships where both parties value and respect each other's time, opinions, and boundaries. 7. Shared interests. While not essential, having common interests can enhance activities you enjoy together and strengthen your bond. 8. Positive influence. Surround yourself with people who demonstrate positive behaviors and attitudes. Their influence can motivate you to be your best self. 9. Constructive criticism. Good friends will provide constructive feedback when needed. They want to see you grow and improve, not just agree with you all the time. 10. Reliability. Choose friends you can depend on during tough times. A reliable friend provides comfort and stability when life becomes challenging. Ultimately, the right friendships enrich your life, promote your well-being, and help you become the person you aspire to be. Take the time to evaluate your relationships and make choices that align with your values and goals.
You are in charge of your happiness. Absolutely. This statement underscores the fundamental truth that our happiness ultimately comes from within. While external factors such as relationships, achievements, and circumstances can influence our mood and feelings, it's our perspective and mindset that truly determine how we experience life. Owning our happiness means recognizing that we have the power to shape our thoughts, reactions, and choices. It encourages us to take responsibility for our well-being instead of relying on others or external circumstances to fulfill us. This can be empowering, as it shifts the focus from what we lack to what we can create in our lives. Cultivating happiness often involves practices like self-care, gratitude, mindfulness, and pursuing passions that resonate with us. It may also require setting boundaries, letting go of negative influences, and surrounding ourselves with supportive and uplifting people. Ultimately, embracing the idea that we are in charge of our own happiness allows us to be proactive about our mental and emotional health, leading to a more fulfilling and joyful life. What are some ways you find happiness or prioritize your well-being? Hard times may test you. They cannot destroy you. That's a profound statement that speaks to the resilience of the human spirit. It's a reminder that while we face challenges that may seem overwhelming, they ultimately can't define us or break us. Instead, These hardships can lead to personal growth, deeper understanding, and a stronger sense of self. The idea resonates with many philosophies and teachings across cultures, emphasizing that adversity can be transformative. When we confront tough situations, we often discover strengths and resources we didn't know we had. How we respond to challenges can also foster empathy and connection with others who are going through similar experiences.
Do not be the reason why someone is in pain. That's a very compassionate sentiment. The idea that we should strive to avoid causing pain to others is central to many ethical and moral frameworks. It encourages empathy, kindness, and consideration for the feelings and experiences of those around us. Being mindful of our words and actions can help create a more supportive and understanding environment. It's important to remember that everyone is going through their own struggles, and sometimes the smallest actions, like a harsh word or a thoughtless gesture, can have a significant impact on someone else's emotional well-being. Cultivating compassion and being aware of how we interact with others can not only prevent causing harm but also inspire positivity and healing. How do you think we can encourage ourselves and others to be more mindful of this in daily life?
Òwe àti ìtumọ̀ tòní. Ní ọjọ́ eré nìyà ń dun ọ̀lẹ, kàkà kó wọlé kó jáde, àfọwọ́rọ̀gí, apòṣí ṣàrà. Shiftless people eventually reap the disgrace of their laziness when they are unable to do what is socially expected of them. Àwọn aláìṣiṣẹ́ á máa kórè àbùkù ọ̀lẹ wọn nígbà tí wọn kò bá lè ṣe ohun tí wọ́n ń retí láwùjọ. Ní ọjọ́ eré nìyà ń dun ọ̀lẹ, kàkà kó wọlé kó jáde, àfọwọ́rọ̀gí, apòṣí ṣàrà.
Shiftless people eventually reap the disgrace of their laziness when they are unable to do what is socially expected of them. The statement highlights a common belief about the consequences of laziness and lack of effort. It suggests that individuals who fail to meet societal expectations due to a lack of ambition or initiative may eventually face negative repercussions, both personally and socially. This idea can be examined from various perspectives. 1. Social expectations. Societies often have norms regarding productivity and contribution. When individuals do not meet these expectations, they might experience stigma or criticism, which can lead to feelings of shame or inadequacy. 2. Personal consequences beyond social perception. There can be practical consequences of a lack of effort, financial instability, missed opportunities, and a sense of unfulfillment are common outcomes for those who do not strive to engage with their goals or responsibilities. 3. Motivation and support. It's important to consider that not everyone who appears shiftless is lazy. Some individuals may be struggling with motivation due to factors like mental health issues, socioeconomic barriers, or lack of support. Addressing these underlying factors is crucial for fostering a more understanding environment. 4. Growth and change. People can change their trajectories at any point in life. Encouragement and support can help individuals find their motivation and redefine their relationship with work and responsibility. In discussing this topic, it's beneficial to balance accountability with empathy, recognizing that everyone's circumstances are different. Lucky are those who find true loyal friends in the fake world. Among whispers of deceit, where masks are worn, and kindness swirled in a sea of fleeting faces and shadows, that play a deceptive game. The bond of trust holds its ground, a flame that burns and stays the same. In laughter shared and errors exchanged, through storms of life and moments bright, they stand unshaken, ever true, a beacon in the darkest night. So here's to those rare hearts of gold, who see beyond the surface gleam. In the chaos, they find the calm. In friendship, they live the dream. Cherish each moment. Hold them near, for true friends are a treasure rare. In a world where many wear a mask, your loyal friends are always there.
Reality is created in the mind. Reality is created in the mind reflects the idea that our thoughts, beliefs, and perceptions shape how we experience the world. While the physical world exists independently, our interpretation of our reality is deeply influenced by our mental state. This concept is rooted in various disciplines. One philosophy, idealists like George Berkeley, argued that reality is fundamentally mental, existing as perceptions in the mind. To psychology, cognitive theories suggest that thoughts and attitudes influence emotions and behaviors, effectively shaping one's experience of reality. 3. Neuroscience. The brain constructs our sensory experience of the world, meaning what we see or feel is a mental representation, not the world itself. 4. Spirituality. Practices like mindfulness and visualization emphasize how focusing the mind can transform one's reality. This idea encourages mindfulness of our thoughts, as they have the power to create uplifting or limiting experiences.
Òwe àti ìtumọ̀ tòní. Ògbọ́ tiyán sògìrì mọ́dìí, ògbọ́ toko sọ àdánù. The lazy person will eagerly hear the summons to eat, but not to work. Ọ̀lẹ ènìyàn yóò fi ìtara gbọ́ ìpè láti jẹun, ṣùgbọ́n kì í ṣe iṣẹ́. Ògbọ́ tiyán sògìrì mọ́dìí, ògbọ́ toko sọ àdánù.
Self-initiative and success. The phrase, "the world moves for the man that moves himself," suggests that individuals who take initiative and act decisively are more likely to see progress and opportunity in their lives. It implies a strong connection between personal agency and the ability to effect change in one's circumstances. This idea is often echoed in various motivational and philosophical contexts, highlighting the importance of self-motivation and proactive behavior, whether in personal development, career advancement, or achieving goals. The message is clear: taking action and moving forward can lead to greater possibilities and influence over one's life and environment.
Òwe àti ìtumọ̀ tòní. O kò gun ẹṣin lọ́sàn-án, o ò gun ènìyàn lóru, o ò dun nǹkan kàràkàrà, báwo lo ṣe ní káyé má fọ́? A person who makes no effort cannot affect human affairs. Ẹnikẹ́ni tí kò bá ṣe ìgbìyànjú kò lè ní ipa lórí àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ ènìyàn. O kò gun ẹṣin lọ́sàn-án, o ò gun ènìyàn lóru, o ò dun nǹkan kàràkàrà, báwo lo ṣe ní káyé má fọ́?